Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for taking this time to learn about what the women in your life are currently going through or about to go through in their future. On behalf of women everywhere, I'd like to say we appreciate you for educating yourself. In this video, I'm going to tell you what menopause is, give you the terms, the timeline, the possible symptoms that the women in your life may experience, and things that she might be trying to help herself. I'm also going to tell you things that you can do and say to help and what not to say or do. My husband thought I should add that. If we haven't met, my name is Megan Ward, and I have been a certified health and fitness coach for 28 years. I'm not a doctor, but I've spent the last 14 months learning from doctors who specialize in menopause. So in the video I'm doing for the women, I'm giving them all of my resources so that they can continue to educate themselves. So let's begin. First of all, what is menopause? Fun fact, menopause is actually one day. It is the day a woman realizes that she has gone 12 months without a period. That's news to a lot of people. They think it's you hit menopause and then, yeah, you're free, you're done. That's not it. So step into my classroom. I have a little map here for you. Okay, so birth, puberty, that's fun. And then these, they call the fertile years. And then perimenopause is when women's estrogen and progesterone starts to decline in fun roller coaster ways. And then menopause is one day, and then anything after that is postmenopause. I highlight this part right here because this can be 4 to 10 years or more that a woman experiences symptoms. And the symptoms, while they may subside a little bit after actual menopause, she still may experience them, and as her body is getting accustomed to a new reality. So this looks depressing for some women, like, oh yay, this is all happy. Okay, here's what I'm helping women understand. This little graph is merely hormones. I am helping women see that this can be them. This is growth, this is maturity, this is life. And at the end, you have become a supreme goddess. Now, why do I say supreme goddess? I call my cycle my goddess cycle. It's much more fun for me to tell my husband, you should know I am now a goddess, than I'm on my period. So I call it my goddess cycle. I am currently a peri-goddess. I am in the portal. And I call this the portal because of that space of time. I call this the portal to supreme goddess, because that helps me understand it's a space of time. It's not forever. So that's something that you should know, is if she's experiencing these symptoms, any symptoms, it's not for forever, okay? Now, in my research, I realized, not the word, whatever, we're moving on. 52 possible symptoms that your woman can be experiencing. Now, not everyone will experience symptoms. 85% of women experience some symptoms. The lucky 15% are not feeling the outward signs of the menopause transition, but inside her body is changing. Even if her body's not freaking out with some of these things because of the drop in estrogen, it doesn't mean she's not going through it. So I hope for you and your lady that she's one of the 15%. If not, I've put a list of the possible symptoms in the information below. But it's not just hot flashes and night sweats. It can be anxiety, muscle tension, burning mouth syndrome, feeling cold, excessive fatigue, dry eyes, itchy crawly skin, weight gain, worsening PMS, vertigo, sleep issues, okay? 52 possible things and probably counting. Now, the reason that there's such a variety of symptoms in the body, again, step into my classroom, is that there are estrogen receptors all over her body. which means that estrogen is supporting all of these systems. It's supporting her heart, it's supporting her brain, it's supporting her skin, it's supporting her bones and joints. It's not just about the ovaries. So as the body starts to go up and down in that erratic roller coaster of hormones, these systems may freak out a little bit. That's important to understand. That helped me. I hope that helps you. Okay, reminder, it's not forever. It's just the portal. There's a way through, and her body will get accustomed to it and probably feel pretty amazing at the end. Okay, some things that she might be trying. So she may need to change her sleep schedule. She may need to change her exercise. She may need to come up with new ways to handle stress. She'll need to eat differently. She'll want to, she may be getting a new doctor because sadly, most doctors are not trained in menopause in medical school. Hopefully that's changing as more people are talking about this now, but that's the fact. Even her own OBGYN may not be trained in menopause. And there was a study, I don't have the numbers, but there was a study done that something like 80% of doctors, even including gynecologists and OBGYNs, were not comfortable treating their patients going through menopause because they simply weren't trained. However, there are doctors that are educating themselves and they are specializing in menopause. One of them, I've given this resource to your lady, Heather Hirsch, Unlock Your Menopause Type. Very helpful. Okay, so the woman in your life may need to get a new doctor. She may try hormone therapy. She may not want to, but there are resources and help available. So it's not just that you just have to suck it up and deal with it. There is help, and most women don't know this. So this is why I'm on a mission to educate people. Okay, here's what menopause is not. Let's laugh together. Okay, in this new book, The Menopause Brain, in the past, not so distant past, accounts abound of how women experiencing symptoms of menopause were wrongly diagnosed as crazy or demented, and as such, were locked up in mental institutions. The truth is that these women likely suffered such tragic ends due to the misguided treatments administered by their own doctors. Okay, as recently as 1966, Robert A. Wilson, MD, author of the national bestseller Feminine Forever, declared the condition a natural plague, calling menopausal women crippled castrates. But, Wilson wrote, with estrogen replacement, a woman's breasts and genital organs will not shrivel. She will be much more pleasant to live with and will not become dull and unattractive. Okay, last thing I'm going to read you. David Rubin's Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask, 1969, written in 1969, had this to say: once the ovaries stop, the very essence of being a woman stops. He added that a postmenopausal woman comes as close as she can to being a man, correcting not really a man, but no longer a functional woman. Little by little, the idea that menopause was an estrogen deficiency syndrome took hold and is still common in medical textbooks and practices today. Your woman's not crazy. She doesn't need to be locked up. She's just going through this part, and it's not fun. So she's going to make it, though. She's going to make it. She's a goddess. You know that. Your woman's a goddess. Okay, here's some things that you can do. Just listen. If you have a daughter, it's like puberty. Just listen and don't take anything personally. That's what to do. What not to say. We're almost done. My husband thought I should share some things with you. What not to say. Please don't say to her, suck it up, toots, grow a pair. Please don't ask, what is wrong with you lately? That's it. Just don't say those things. Listen, be supportive. That's it. That's all you can do. And again, I want to thank you for being here, listening to this quick little nugget of information that hopefully helps you. I have two bonus boys, 11 and 14, and I don't know what puberty is like as a boy. So I read about it. I ask my husband, what should I expect? Because I don't want to take anything personally, and I want to know what they might be going through mentally and emotionally and physically. So I've educated myself, and I thank you for educating yourself. Please pass this video on to any man in your life that has, I forgot to tell you something. Menopause, the symptoms of menopause can start as early as a woman's 30s. Yes. The average age of menopause is 51. So this right here, average age 51, okay? The symptoms can start though in a woman's 30s, and she can hit menopause, have that last period, she hasn't had a period in 12 months, when she's 40. She can have it when she's 42. She can have it when she's 60. So the average age is 51. That means it can be much earlier or much later. So there's no actual age that this happens to a woman. It's every woman is different, and every combination of symptoms is different. So that's something to be aware of. I meant to tell you that up front. Okay, send this on to someone else. Thank you again for being here.